Okay, let's take this Land Rover Defender 90 50th anniversary, so 4-litre V8 automatic for a spin. I'm going to do this from absolutely stone cold. I did do about 120 fast miles on this the other night, and it performed absolutely superbly, but we'll see what it's like from stone cold. Oil light, ignition light come up the way they should. Yeah, 120.3 miles I did, isn't it? Starts beautifully. Some lights on, I think. Into D, and off we go. We need some wipers and we need some fan as well. Showing 87,000 miles, and we've got stamp service book and some bills and things like that for it. It's a proper 50th, one of the 380 odd I think that were sold in the UK. If I shut my door properly. That's it. Off we go. So yes, engine starts on the button, certainly when it's cold. I think if I remember rightly, when it's warmed it just needs a little bit of throttle to start it. But there's no misfiring or hesitancy or no overheating with it at all. It was sitting quite happily the other night at 70 miles an hour for a good couple of hours and no problem at all. Gearbox change quality is nice. It doesn't, there's no jerky downshifts or upshifts at all, and it goes into the lockout top gear the way it should at about 55 miles an hour. Not that we're going to get a chance to do that down here. Take my word for that. Steering's nice, it's going exactly where it's placed, it's not wandering about all over the road. Get out of the way of that thing. Yeah, it's going where it's placed, it brakes nicely. I can't really fault it in terms of the way it drives. All I can find, you can maybe able to hear it, the passenger seat does rattle slightly. It makes there a loose seating bolt or something on it, but for some reason the passenger seat is slightly rattly. Whether it's rattly or not when someone's sitting in it, I don't know. That's really about it. It's very smooth, very quiet, exactly the way a 50th should be. Backing off the transmission, drivetrain, there's no backlash or clunking or anything from the transmission at all. It's all exactly as it should be from that point of view. I think it's fairly recently had universal joints on it, if I remember rightly from the history. Of course it sounds great, as the V8s always do. Steering wheel slightly squeaky just on its casing, maybe because it's a bit damp outside. So considering I've just got it out from its slumbers, put away for a week or so, it's absolutely first class. Heater blower works, and there's certainly a fair amount of heat coming from the heater actually. Isn't bad at all. All the gauges in front of me are working the way they should. Speedo's fine, and unusually the odometer isn't flickering the way that they do sometimes on these. Sometimes they go dim. Fuel gauge is flickering a bit, but that seems to be a common thing with these as well actually. Temperature gauge is fine, rev counter is fine, although the backlight for the rev counter, the backlight seems to have blown. That's about it really. Energy gauge is coming up to normal temperature now, as you'd expect. Get a bit of kick down. Yes, not smoky. Just loads of power. That's probably used about 10 quid's worth of fuel, I should think. But they're worth it. Anyway, that's about it, I think. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353 or in the office on 0118 946 3352, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk for any further info. End.